Like Dexter Daps, fam. Thomas the Frank engine has been sacked with immediate effect. Gone, baby, gone, like Morgan Freeman. And it's about damn time. Last night, I lost my voice. This morning, he lost his job. That's a fair trade, like some coca, fam. This man had my blood pressure higher than Ike Turner and Whitney Houston. I was all inventing new words. I want him sacked to now. And now, Frankenstein, he's been terminated. From choo-choo blood to the Danish Chewbacca, assaulting every brand of chewing gum from the corner shop on the sidelines, just assaulting it. 13 wins in 38 games is a disgrace. Just getting beaten at home like little Mo in EastEnders, like Jennifer Lopez in Enough, fam. We have been a Premier League pinata all season. It's over, blood. Home invasion after home invasion. Every team moved to us like Samuel L. Jackson in Lakeview Terrace, fam. It's over, blood. Thomas Frank was given so much time, you would think he was a Rolex dealer in Hatton Gardens. He should have been sacked after the Arsenal game in November. That one-sided Mobius strip derby, not North London. We got eviscerated. We got dominated. We didn't do anything. This man was our manager, and he was seen holding Arsenal cups like he's dating Leah Williamson. That was a disgrace. I can't believe he kept his job for this long. It's complete negligence, blood. We're fighting to stay up. We're erectile dysfunction FC. Thomas Frank removed the one thing Tottenham fans have, and that is hope, blood. He had us lying down and doing nothing. He had us behaving like we're in a sauna, not playing football, fam. And let me tell you this, I haven't heard boos like that since Hulk Hogan teamed up with Donald Trump and returned to Raw on Netflix, fam.
Thomas Frank has been sacked as Tottenham head coach. It's been coming, it's been inevitable, it's been coming around the corner, and he's now finally dismissed as Tottenham head coach. If you think this has not been coming, you are in cuckoo land. This brother is only 5 points behind the relegation zone. This brother has got 2 wins in 17, bro. He has absolutely flopped at Tottenham Hotspur, and he's now been dismissed. Less than what? He's been there since June, and he's now been fired, man. Listen, I rate him as a head coach. I rate him as a manager, but I'm sorry. What he has done at Tottenham has been nothing but short of a disgrace. It has been. Whether you don't like Tottenham, whether you can't think objectively or not, honestly, guys, this guy has been terrible, bro. Yes, they've had injuries. Yes, there has been boardroom problems, and we'll talk about that. The bigger issues are Enoch and the top, but I'm sorry, the results, the performances, the lack of game planning, the lack of game management, the way he addresses the media, the way he speaks after games, this guy has not been good enough. And you know what? He had the audacity to basically say, I will be there for the Tottenham game, as he stared at the interviewer. He gave the interviewer a death stare. Honestly, man, he got too big for his boots.
Well, I think it's always sad. I think he did a great job at Brentford. But the one place to look here, and maybe some people won't do it, is at Tottenham. I'm not saying they're the worst run club in the Premier League, because that has to be Glazer-owned Manchester United, but it's incredible how bad they are. Like, this is a decision that could have been taken a month ago, maybe even 2 months ago, but certainly it should have happened a month ago. They knew they were coming into a February where they were playing Man United away, Newcastle at home, Liverpool and Arsenal. There was a very real possibility that you would win no games. And you walk into that on the back of a terrible season, and now you're basically putting yourself in a relegation battle before you decide to make a change. And we heard a couple of weeks ago, well, it's not about league results, it's about the fact that we finished in the top 8 in the Champions League. So what's changed? This is just totally and utterly on the Tottenham board. And look, Thomas Frank will walk away with a paycheck, and I'm sure he'll get another job in football. And in many ways, it's sad, because he did so well at Brentford, deserved this opportunity, and it's over in 8 months. But it's not dissimilar to David Moyes at Man United, who did so well at Everton, got the Man United job and was gone in pretty much the same amount of time. The job was too big for him. I don't think it's too big for Thomas Frank. I just think that the issue that he's got is that stylistically, again, you've got to blame the board at Tottenham and go, what did you expect?
Finally, Tottenham have decided to act like a big club. If you can't already tell, I am over the moon. I am over the moon. I've been calling this since October. Breaking news coming out from David Ornstein, the most reliable transfer journalist in the game, has now reported that Tottenham have sacked Thomas Frank. Now, why this is absolutely brilliant. Not only have we sacked Thomas Frank, we hopefully now should get a new manager bounce. If we somehow beat Arsenal and stop them winning the league, you get the best of both worlds, don't you? But finally, we've acted like a big club. Finally, this football club have made the correct decision.
Tottenham Hotspur are the gift that keep giving. They are an unbelievable footballing institution. They have sacked Thomas Frank, and the Tottenham fans who were singing "You're getting sacked in the morning" at Thomas Frank last night have got their way. They have got their dream. Their dream has come true. Thomas Frank has indeed been sacked in the morning. There was a picture that was put up of Thomas Frank, the manager of Tottenham Hotspur. They put it up on the big screen. Tottenham fans were booing it. Tottenham fans were booing the home manager. Now, when you explore all of the problems at Tottenham, I mean this. I genuinely mean this. I'm not saying it was a wrong move to sack him. I kind of understand why he was sacked. I reluctantly think it was the right thing to do because ultimately it's untenable. But I guarantee you this. I could make a list of 100 problems at Tottenham Hotspur and Thomas Frank wouldn't have been on it. Thomas Frank isn't really the problem. There is a structural imbalance at that club. It has gone completely and utterly wrong. And the fact now that Thomas Frank has been sacked, it tells us everything about Tottenham. It tells us everything about this kind of new ownership. Thomas Frank was never this new ownership's guy. He was Daniel Levy's guy. And I feel like that lack of power, the lack of a mandate from the board has cost him massively.